Alright, hello! My name is Fridge. I play Hearthstone. And, something I feel like that has been lacking, the last few years is, hearing other people's opinions, on cards. Because one of my favorite things to do, over the last 8 years that I have been playing Hearthstone, is finding a lot of various people's opinions on various cards. I think it is a lot of fun, and I feel as if it's something that isn't as prevalent anymore. So, one person at a time. I want to be the person who changes that. You know me. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about cards today, and we're gonna have a great time. Few things. I'm just gonna have it be a basic 5-star system. 1 star, pretty much unplayable. 2 star, fringe / will be experimented quite a bit. 3 stars, it's fine. 4 stars, it is good and is prevalent in a good amount of decks. 5 stars means it is going to be either something worth building your deck around, something you're going to see pretty much any game, and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's really all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be starting with the neutrals, as you can see. Also, big shout out to Hearthstone for making this site. I just want to say, their site is a fantastic source for all this stuff, and I couldn't be more thankful for all of the hard work they do. So please check this site out yourself. Be a part of the community here. It's pretty awesome. But, yeah, let's get started. With, where is he? With 9 Green Fit. This is, I believe, the only Murloc we have in this entire set. A 1-mana 1/1 Murloc with Battle Cry. Get a random Murloc. This is a decent card. Again, big shout out to Hearthstone. I love that you can see all of the related cards here. I love it so much. Yeah, this is a great card in a Murloc deck. The only thing is, I don't know if Murloc decks are gonna be a thing at all. Something I have been trying under Theorycraft myself is making sort of a menagerie paladin that runs Murlocs, dragons, and beasts. We'll see how good it is, but if I'm being honest, I think this card, as of right now, is not going to see play. I'm going to give it 1 star. But keep an eye on it, because I could see that changing. The more prevalent Murlocs become, which based on Paladin's core set, we might see some. Next, Dreambound Raptor, 1-mana 2/1 beast. After you play a minion, give it a random bonus effect. This is I think way better than some people think it is. This is kind of insane in any sort of token style deck. I'm thinking mainly Token Hunter that used to be around during Whizbang's workshop, and other than Saddle Up, I don't think a lot of those cards are rotating out. So, and also this is a beast, so that will be very helpful for that kind of deck. Yeah, I think people are sleeping on this card. I think this is going to be a 3-star card. I think this sees play in any sort of like tokeny style deck. So again, I'm mainly thinking Hunter, but honestly, like anything that runs like Zerg, it might just be good enough. Yeah, I'm gonna give it 3 stars. I think people better watch out. Critter Caretaker, 1-mana 2/2. At the end of your turn, restore 3 health to both heroes. This is a fantastic card for any slower deck. It also has a very nice signature. Yeah, I think this card is going to be seen in any deck that is not trying to end the game before turn 10, honestly. I think this is going to be a 4-star card easily. And that's really all I gotta say, you know. It's very reminiscent of Mistress of Mixtures, and that card I feel like would even still see play today. I think this is a fantastic card. Twisted Treant. Speaking of fantastic cards, oh yeah! Twisted Treant, 2-mana, 2/2. Death Rattle, give a random minute in each player's hand -2 attack. This card is not good. It's just not worth running a 2/2 to get an effect like this, especially since the effect also affects you, right? If this card just gave it to your opponent's like minion, it would still, I still don't think it would see any play, honestly. This card, I don't think will see any play at all. Yeah, this is a 1-star. Now, on the other side, Triangle Treant, I think actually is a pretty darn good card. 2-mana, 2/2, Death Rattle, both players gain an empty mana crystal. I honestly think with all of the gift cards going away, which by the way, thank goodness, I do not like them one bit, honestly. But this allows for classes like Druid to get better early game ramp, allows slower decks to ramp, you know, to get to their later stuff faster. Yes, you are giving your opponent a mana crystal as well, but since you are building your deck around having this card in mind, you will get a better effect out of it. Still, you know, this is still not a must play at all, but I think this card is going to see play. I am going to give it 3 stars. Peddler. 2-mana, 1/4 dragon. At the end of your turn, give another random friendly dragon a +1/+1. On the surface, this card does not seem great, and that's because it's really not. However, because this is the first set of the year, you know, the pool of dragons you can choose from isn't crazy high, especially for the lower cost ones. And we also lost a decent amount of Dragon Synergy cards with the rotation. I'm mainly thinking of Whelp Wrangler. And as a replacement for Whelp Wrangler, it's still not that great. I really think it could see play. I could see a dragon like Paladin deck popping up here. I'm gonna give it 1.5 stars only for this set. In fact, I bet even by the time the mini set comes out, it will be bumped down to 1 star. But for now, I don't think it's unplayable. Oh, whoops. Oh my god. Whoa! What did I do? That card's not here. Whoa. There we go. Daydreaming Pixie, 2-mana, 0/4. At the end of your turn, get a random nature spell. We see all the nature spells here. The main idea, I think, is to play this in a deck that really relies on nature spells, such as the new hero power Imbue Druid, which we will get to in due time. This card, however, I don't think even sees play in it. If it had 1 attack, I think it absolutely would. But, you know, it is just a 0/4 body. It does give you a relatively decent card most of the time, but I don't think it's worth running. I'm going to give it 1 star. I guess you could also maybe consider it, if Spell School, like Death Knight or Shaman, become relevant again. But at the same time, you already have access to nature spells, especially in Shaman. So yeah, no, I'm gonna give this card 1 star. Creature of Madness. Now we have actually seen this card in Standard for quite a bit now. And here are all the dark gift options. This signature looks awesome. This card, even with the current power level, isn't the worst thing ever, honestly. It's still not great. And out of all the dark gift cards, this one is, I would say, like, the definition of in the middle of the pack. I don't think it's great. I do think it could see experimentation, depending on how strong dark gifts really are come uh, come this set's release. I'm gonna give it 2 stars for now, but I could very much see this card being bumped down to 1. Bark Shield Sentinel, taunt, 2-mana 2/2. After you use your hero power, gain 2 health. This card is fine. It's fine. The only problem is, you know, if you want this to be a 2-mana 2/4, which is pretty good, you know, I mean, like, a 2-mana 2/4 taunt that you play on turn 2 is pretty fantastic. The only problem is, it doesn't start at 2/4, it starts at 2/2. And hero powers cost 2 mana. So I don't have a lot of faith in this one. And funnily enough, I actually can see this being played more in Demon Hunter, more so than any of the classes that got tons of hero power stuff. Maybe Druid will want to run it, because I know they have stuff that makes their hero power cheaper. But again, I'm gonna give it 1.5 star. I don't think it's gonna see any play, but I wouldn't be surprised if Demon Hunter needs they need a little wall like this for their aggro decks. Bitterbloom Knight, 2-mana 2/3, Battlecry, imbue your hero power. Why are there all these? Oh, that's for all the different hero powers. We will get to all the imbue hero powers once we get to the classes, though. However, I think this card is fantastic. This card is going to see play in any deck that happens to be running any of the imbue cards. I think this is a 5-star card. Fae Trickster, 3-mana 2/4 dragon. Death Rattle, draw a spell that costs 5 or more. This is a pretty good card. I see this as a cheaper, oh gosh, not Tyrion Fordring. The 5-mana 3/3 Divine Shield legendary that draws the highest cost card in your deck. I think if you look at it like that, I think this card's actually pretty half decent. Especially in Priest, I think. Just because they have a good amount of high-cost spells, especially with the new set. I'm going to give it 2 stars. I think this could see play in Dragon decks. Dream Rager, 3-mana 5/1 elusive. This is actually a 10-star card. This card I expect to be nerfed probably within the first, like, 5 minutes of the expansion's release. It is way too strong. Yeah. But it is fun to have another Rager 1 star. Animated Moonwell, 3-mana 1/4. After you cast a spell, gain attack equal to its cost. This is very interesting to me, especially because it is an elemental. Because we're losing a lot of elemental support, specifically in Mage. And Mage, I think Elemental Mage is still probably going to be kind of dead. However, I think people who try it will be running this card, because it's pretty good with their deck. I'm gonna give it. I'm still gonna give it 1 star because I don't think Elemental Mage is going to be a deck. But I think people who try it will be running this card with it. Mother Duck, 4-mana 2/3 beast. Battlecry, summon 3 1/1 ducklings with rush. They are very cute. Unfortunately, you will be killing them, so that's kind of unfortunate. This card I think is actually pretty good. Again, any sort of token deck. Again, specifically, I am thinking Hunter, especially because this is 4 mana, get 4 beasts for the location for Hunter, the one that came out in Wisbang's Workshop. I think this card is really good. I can see this seeing play in Demon Hunter, Death Knight maybe, because this does give you 4 corpses. I'm gonna give it 3 stars. I think it's gonna be pretty decent, actually. Now, did I get the right card? I did, yeah. Flutterwing Guardian, 4-mana 4/4, taunt Divine Shield, Valkyrie, imbue your hero power. And also, gorgeous signature art here. This card is insane. Because a 4-mana 4/4 taunt Divine Shield, in my opinion, by itself, I would say is already, like, almost worth running. Like, honestly. Like, I think that is really strong. I think this is a 5-star card. I think this sees play in any sort of imbue deck. And yeah. Curious? Cumulus. I don't remember how to say it. 4 mana, 3/5 elemental. At the end of your turn, give your hero Divine Shield. This is a card that I don't think Elemental Mage does run. It's a little slow. It is... The effect, I think, is good. In fact, I'm so happy we are seeing Divine Shield on heroes, because I think it's a very fun thing. And I'm shocked we never really saw it until Starlight Groove. Actually, I believe an Adventure had it. Maybe Frozen Throne? I think Tyrion, like, gave you Divine Shield or something. I don't remember for sure. But, yeah, I think this card's not great. If a slower Paladin deck comes around, I do think this card could see play. But even then, I don't know. I'm gonna give it only 1 star, though. Tormented Dreadwing. Gorgeous art, by the way. Like, oh my god. 5 mana, 5/5, a dragon, death battle, draw 2 dragons, reduce the cost by 1. This is a really efficient dragon card to get. I think this card might be pretty good. I think any deck that runs dragons, even if they only run like maybe like 2 others, I really think they do want to still run this card. I'm gonna give it 3 stars. I'll give it 2.5 stars. Because I don't know how prevalent dragon decks will be, honestly. But I think any that are prevalent are going to be partially good because of this card. Metal Strider, 8 mana, 6/11, taunt. Then Death Rattle, put a Metal Strider on the bottom of your deck. It costs 1. This card's not great. My first thought again was making a Menagerie Paladin, and this being one of the only beasts in there. And then, you know, so then you can draw it, and I'm like, woo. This card's not good. This is a 1-star card. Very, very cool art, though. I do like it. Scorching Observer. 9 mana, 7/9. Rush, Lifesteal Demon. Pretty interesting. Insane arena card, honestly. I think this card could be experimented with. I know there are, or at least for me, I do like playing big Demon Hunter. I wonder if this could see play in a big warrior as well. Not that I'm saying these decks are good. This is still a 1-star card. But for my own fun deck making sake, it could be alright. But still 1 star. Briar Spawn Drake, 10 mana, 12/7. At the end of your turn, attack a random enemy minion. Excess damage hits the enemy hero. This card is not great, again. Big decks, like, maybe. It does directly impact the board the turn you play it. There are ways to discount dragons. There are ways to cheat out dragons. Still 1 star, though. I think even in dragon decks, I don't think this sees any play. Going on to the rare cards. Hopeful Dryad. Dryad? I think that's how you say it. 3 mana, 3/3, battle card. Get a random dream card. This card's pretty insane. I think people also one of the best signature arts I think they have ever made. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So dream cards. I'm sure we all know what they are. I think this card's pretty fantastic. I think this could see play in again any slower deck. You see, okay, it's funny. I wish Highlander stuff was in now, because this would be a perfect card in a Highlander deck. Regardless, I think I'm gonna give it 2 stars. I don't know if any decks want to run it, like all the time, but I think this is something that you could see, like slotting. You know, like I think this is the 30th card in a lot of decks. Will probably eventually be replaced with something better. But for now, I think it's actually pretty good. Illusory Greenwing. 4 mana, 4/5, a dragon, taunt, death rattle. Shuffle 2 4/5 dragons with taunt into your deck. They are summoned when drawn. Combined with this token. This is a minion. So cards that draw dragons will be able to draw this, because it is not a spell the card is shuffling. It is actually shuffling a minion that is summoned when drawn. And that makes this pretty good. I'm gonna give this 2 stars again. Again, I'm thinking of my Menagerie Paladin. But again, I think any Dragon deck is gonna want to run this, honestly. In fact, I'm actually gonna bump it up to 3 stars because I think every single Dragon deck is going to run this. Envoy of the Glade, 4-mana 3/6 neutral again, obviously. Battle card, transform all neutral cards into your deck. Transform all neutral cards in your deck into random druid ones. This card's not good. It's fun. I love cards like this in the game. Fun little arena card, 1 star though. A Spore Gnasher, 5-mana 1/5 poisonous death rattle, deal 1 damage to a random enemy minion. This card's not good, 1 star. The art looks insane though. I like it a lot. It looks very, very goofy. But yeah, no, this card's not it. Scavenging Flytrap, 7-mana 2/7. After a minion dies, gain its attack. Not good either, 1 star. But I guess like 1.25, but it's still 1 star. I wouldn't be surprised if this could pop up in a deck. I wonder if like Zerg Death Knight, you know, because that gives this thing a lot of attack. But at the same time, by itself, it's just a 7-mana 2/7, 1 star. Slumbering Sprite, 1-mana 3/3, starts dormant after you use your hero power. This awakens. I think this card is also quite literally being slept on. I think this card's actually pretty good. You know, a lot of classes want to be using their hero powers more with this set. Again, did not get any sort of imbue cards, but Demon Hunter getting a 1-mana 3/3, that's pretty good. We have seen how good 3/3s are for 1 mana with the Draenei in Priest. So, I think this card's going to see play in any of the faster imbue decks, which I feel like is going to be probably most of them, other than maybe Priest. So I'm gonna give this card 3 stars. I think this card actually will see play. Blood Thistle Illusionist, 3-mana 2/4 demon. Battlecry, summon a copy of this. 1 secretly dies when it takes damage. I don't know if you know which one dies whenever it takes damage though. I'm not sure. I think this card is fine. I don't think it's going to see play at all, but it's a good arena card. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Yeah, I think it is a good arena card. It's going to be great off of Kill Jaden, because, you know, because the copy is going to keep all of the buffs. 1-star card, though. Replecedent Dreamweaver, 4-mana 5/4. Battlecry, if you've imbued your hero power twice, deal 5 damage to a minion. This card is, I think, actually pretty good. You know, because 4-mana 5/4 deal 5 to a minion. It's not the best thing ever, but it's not the worst thing ever either. Does this see play in all not evolve? Does this see play in all imbue decks? I don't think so. Like, I don't think Hunter needs this, but I think Druid will like this one a lot. I could see Paladin and Priest liking it. I don't think this card's terrible. I'm gonna give it 3 stars. Treacherous Tormentor. Battlecry, discover a legendary minion with a dark gift. Unironically, not too bad, especially because the pool of legendaries are so small right now. You know, it's gonna be a little easier to get certain legendary minions with this. And as I said before, dark gifts I think are pretty good. I think people are sleeping on this card. Again, I don't think it's like amazing, but again, perfect Highlander card if Highlander is ever around while this card is in standard. I think this is a 2-star card now. I could actually see that though going up to 3. But for now, I will give it a 2. Because there is a different card that is neutral that I think is way better than this. That, I think, is a 5-star card. Ancient of Yore. I love this card so much. 5-mana 5/5. Dormant for 2 turns. While dormant, gain 5 armor. And draw a card at the end of your turn. This card is insane. Any deck, again, I think that wants to play 2-turn 10 will be running this card. This is another 4-star card for me. And honestly, I like the regular version, I think, a little more than the signature. I still love this one, and I would still use it every single time. But, yeah. Now we get to legendaries, and this is the card I think that I think is better than the epic one. 4 mana, 4/4, Nightmare Lord Xavius. Battle card: discover a minion from your deck. Give it a dark gift. This is basically the 4 mana 5/4, or was it a 5/4? Let's actually check that. Yes, it is. But you really know what you are getting with this. This card I think is honestly a 5-star card. I think this card is going to see play everywhere. I hope it's not a Maiev situation, where Maiev from Ashes from Outland, everybody thought was like oh my gosh, like everyone thought it was going to be insane. Turned out to not be great. I don't think this card is as bad as Maiev, because worst comes to worst, you are still getting a minion from your deck. Now, yes, you are paying 4 mana for it, but you also get some pretty cool bonuses with it. I think this card's gonna be crazy. I think this is our first 5-star card. I don't think I've said any other 5 stars. But yeah, I love this card. I think this will see play like everywhere. Shaladrasil. This is a really cool card. Our first neutral nature spell, 7 mana. Get all 5 dream cards, which again, I know we have all seen them. Yada yada. If you played a higher cost card while holding this, corrupt them. The corrupted ones are pretty cool. Corrupted Dream. Shuffle a minion into its owner's deck. This card's insane. Corrupted Nightmare. Whoa, that art is crazy. I actually don't think I really saw it before. Give a minion +5/+5 and gain immune. This turn. This card's insane. Deal 5 damage to all enemies, especially Ysera. I believe this instantly kills any Ysera card, which makes sense. Fun. Oh wait, and it also is all enemies instead of all characters. That's actually really good. 2 mana, Corrupted Laughing Sister, which fantastic art. 2 mana, 6/10, elusive. Your hero is elusive. Really, really good. And then finally, Corrupted Drake, 4 mana, 14/12 dragon. Wow! I think this card's pretty good. However, I don't think it's great. I think Control Warrior and Control Druid are going to be the only 2 decks who can run this. Only because they have ways to get past 10 mana a lot more consistently. Because, yes, every class does have the new Ysera, but, I think New Heights is what's going to make this card playable. I'm going to give it 2 stars, but I would love to see it actually bumped up because I love the design of it. Naralax, Herald of the Flights. 7 mana, 7/7, new dragons cost 1. Now, I say but as we all know, any card that has text like this can be really insane. So, I don't think it's great, but I also think I'm like wrong about it, if that makes any sense. The Devon one looks fun. The signature looks just, I mean, like, wow. I might have to buy that. I don't know. We'll see. But still, I don't think it's going to be great, but this will be broken down the line. This is a 2-star card. I still think it will see experimentation, but that's it. Malorn, the Waywatcher. Battlecry. Oh, sorry. 8 mana, 8/6 beast. Battlecry. Discover a legendary wild god. If you've imbued your hero power 4 times, set its cost to 1. That is really hard to do. I think that's a little harder than some people think. Still not impossible, especially with certain classes. And the signature version looks awesome. And I know we haven't looked at the wild gods yet. I think the wild gods are pretty good. So I would say don't sleep on this card either. This is a 3-star card. I could see seeing play in. Unironically, I think this is actually going to be the most expensive card in the faster imbue decks. Yeah. And finally, Ysera. We have been playing with her in Standard for a little while now. She is very, very fun. 9 mana for 12 dragon. Start of the game, increase both players' maximum mana by 5 Battlecry, gain 3 mana crystals. It's decent, and I think it will be better with the rotation. 2-star card as well. So that is all the neutrals. So that was a lot of fun. Now we're going to go into Warrior, which, ooh, I cannot wait. I like what they're doing with Warrior here. So starting off with a card that I think is actually pretty good. Ominous Nightmares. 1 mana shadow spell, and we have our first choose 1 spell for Warrior, I think. Other than dual class cards, I guess. Choose 1, deal 1 damage to all minions, or give a damaged minion +2/+2. So at the worst, it's a whirlwind, which I think people don't even mind, like, discovering that sometimes. Like, even today, I would argue. And if you don't want to use the whirlwind effect, then you give a damage minion +2/+2 for only 1 mana. Kind of similar to Blood to Ichor, but instead of, oh my gosh, sorry, but instead of just getting a 2/2 like slime minion, instead this is a 2/2 with charge because you are applying it to a minion that might be able to attack already. This card's decent. I don't know how well the range warrior stuff's going to be, but I do like this card a lot. I think this is a 2-star card. Broodkeeper, 2 mana, 2/3. Battlecry. If you're holding a dragon, equip a 2/2 stored. If Dragon Warrior is going to be good because of this card. 2 mana, 2/3. Get a 2/2 weapon is insane. This is easily a 4-star card. Even if Dragon Warrior exclusively does not see play, I think Warriors are going to be wanting to run dragons for this card. So it might even be like a 5-star card. I will stick with 4, though. Egg Basher. 4 mana, 3/5. Deal 1 damage to a minion and give it +4 attack. It's fine. I think if there are egg decks around, this card will be fantastic in it. I'm going to give it 2 stars as well. Siphoning Growth. Destroy a friendly minion to gain 8 armor. We have seen these cards in the past, mainly though with Warlock. So this for Warrior to gain 8 armor, and obviously, you know, you are playing this on a minion that gives you a benefit with destroying it, such as an egg, a good death rattle minion. I think this card's actually pretty good. This is, I think, actually a 3-star card. I think this card could see play beyond just the enrage stuff, especially since we are losing so much armor gain. Yeah. Dark Rider. If 1 mana, 1/1 demon. If you are holding a dragon, discover a dragon with a dark gift. Fantastic card here. Again, I think the dragon stuff in Warrior is really, really strong. This is another 4-star card. Succumb to Madness. 3 mana, discover a friendly dragon that died this game, resummon it. It's fine. It is okay. And that's really it. I don't know if this card sees play in decks outside of exclusively Dragon Warrior. But it's okay. I will give it 2 stars. Hello, kitty cat. Are you leaving me? Guys, the cat has left the building. Bye-bye, Toast. That's my cat, Toast. But yeah, I think this is a 2-star card. I still think it's decent though. Clutch of Corruption. This one's weird. It's a 2 mana, 2 durability location. Choose a friendly dragon, summon a 0/2 egg that hatches into a copy of it. It's weird. I don't know about this one either. This is also a 2-star card. Because I don't know if like Dragon Warrior exclusively is gonna be good. I think dragons in Warrior are gonna be great though. Afflicted Devastator. I feel like I forgot about this card. 4 mana, 6/6 dragon. Battlecard, deal 3 damage to all other friendly minions. Death Rattle, deal 3 damage to all enemies. This card's actually insane. Both with the egg package, dragon package, and honestly, kind of just in general. If a Menagerie like dragon ever pops up, not Menagerie dragon, Menagerie Warrior deck ever pops up, this card will see play in it. This is, I think, still a 2-star card though. No, I'll give it 3-star. I think it has potential in a variety of decks. Yasandre Simulator. 7 mana, 8/5 dragon. Taunt, death rattle, summon a random dragon for each time Yasandre has died this game. This card's weird. This card is funky, and I don't know what to think about it. Because I don't think because I don't think, you know, like, the I don't think the Enrage and Dragon package, I don't think they work together as some cards in Warrior set kind of, like, imply that they do. I don't think they will. But I do think that this card is decent. This is a 2-star card though. Still, I think even if you run Dragons and Warrior, I don't think this card's going to be running very often. And finally, I think, yeah, Tortola, the Wild God, 10 mana, 1/30. Taunt and elusive after the 6 damage, gain 1 armor and give this minion 1 attack. Good. I don't think crazy though. I think this is a 3-star card. It is still great. This is still a big body. It's 10 mana. Sandwich Warrior's gonna love it, and I love sandwiches. This is a 2-star card. Sorry, 3-star card. Still not incredible though, if I'm being completely honest. I still like it though. And that's it for Warrior. So really quick, as I turn off my heater in my room, Warrior got some pretty cool stuff. I'm excited for Warrior. I love dragons. I love Enrage style stuff. I think, and I think they got perfect tools for both. I was really sick of just like, I'm gonna gain a ton of armor and kill you, Warrior. You know, I don't really like decks that are like just removal. You know, like it's not fun to play. And I think they did a great job with Warrior this set, so I like it a lot. Big fan. Moving on to Warlock. Warlock might be my favorite set of cards. We'll see though. I don't know. Maybe Mage, which is so funny because I don't play a lot of Mage or Warlock, but I really like the stuff they got here. Anyways, Rotten Apple, 2 mana. Restore 12 health to your hero for the next 2 turns. Deal 3 damage. I'm not gonna lie. You know, when I first read this card, I thought this card was gonna be crazy. You know, I'm like, man, 12 health, heal, that's awesome. I think Warlock has better options than this. And you're dealing 6 damage to yourself over the next 2 turns. Against an aggro deck, this card's terrible. And I feel like you're more likely to play this card against an aggro deck too, you know, because you need to be restoring health right now quickly. I don't think this card's good at all. I think this is a 1-star card. I could be wrong though. This card I could definitely be wrong about. Avant Gardening, very, very cute card. Also fantastic art. 2 mana. Discover a Death Metal minion with a Dark Gift. Fantastic. I think this is an easy 4-star card. If I have to be honest, this isn't one of the best Dark Gift cards though. But I love Death Metal stuff. I love Death Metal Warlock, actually. It's one of my favorite decks I've played in the last year, even though it's not, like, amazing. I like it, and I think this card is decent in it. Yeah. This is a 3-star card. 3. Hungering Ancient, 8 mana, 6/7. At the end of your turn, eat a minion in your deck and gain its stats. Death Rattle, add them to your hand. It's fine. It's fine. I know March of the Lich King had a similar card, but it was for your opponent's deck, and they obviously did not get the cards back. This allows you to also draw cards. I think Warlock can do a lot better stuff, though, at 8 mana. I think this is a 1-star card. Very, very cool, though. I do like it a lot. Rot Heart Dryad. 1 mana, 1/1, draw a minion that costs 7 or more. I think this card's insane. I think expect to see this card for the next 2 years. 5-star card, honestly. Sleep Paralysis, 5 mana shadow spell. Choose 1, summon 2 3/6 demons with taunt that can't attack, or destroy an enemy minion. This card's pretty bad. This is a 1-star card. Both options aren't great. You can do better with cheaper. The demons aren't terrible, I guess, but again, I feel like there's better stuff to do. This is a 1-star card for sure. Overgrown Horror. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is a good one. 5 mana, 4/6. Taunt. Battle card. Reduce the cost of minions in your hand with Dark Gifts by 2. This is a 5-star card. This card is crazy in Dark Gift Warlock. Expect to see this card a lot. Yeah, what time is it? It's 10:30 at night when I'm recording this. Whatever. This is one of the coolest cards I've seen in quite a while. Fractured Power. Warlock. Destroy 1 of your mana crystals in 2 turns, gain 2. I think this card is insane. This is also a 5-star card. I think a lot of decks are going to be wanting to run this. Expect to see this card a lot. I think in anything other than like Pain Warlock, this card's going to see play. Whoops. Archdruid of Thorns. What a cool art. Again, let me check my phone. Oh, awesome. 2 mana, 3/2. Battle cry. Gain the death rattles of your minions that died this turn. This card's pretty neat. I like this card a lot. It gives me you know, my head starts working in all the fun ways I can make this card work. It's not great though, if I'm being honest. It's a little awkward to make work. Like card effects like this, you know, you're usually only getting like 1 death rattle minion. And the more this sees play, the more often people are going to want to trade into your death rattle minions then on their turn, so you then can't get this effect. Still good. I'm gonna give it 2 stars though. Wallow the Wretched. Wallow the Wretched. This is this might be like one of the best cards in the entire set. 7 mana, 6/6. While it's in your hand or deck, it gains a copy of every dark gift given to your minions. 5-star card. This is the finisher for that deck, and it's a damn good one. I think this will see play in every single Dark Gift center deck for Warlock, obviously, because this is the big payoff card, and I think it's a damn good one at that. Finally, Agamagan. I don't think I said that right. This is a card in Battlegrounds, or it was kind of 10 mana, 8/9. Battle card. The next card you play costs your opponent's health instead of mana. If I'm being honest, this is a really cool effect, but it's just okay. This is a 3-star card. Any slower Warlock deck will like it, but I don't think it's necessary. The signature though looks. I love it though a lot. I'm very happy it is a card. Yeah. Shaman. Shaman got some fun stuff, and we can finally talk about Imbue. With Aspect's Embrace. 2 mana, restore 4 health, imbue your hero power. Now, real quick, 2 mana restore 4 is not amazing. Like, it's borderline mid. like in fact, it's pretty bad. But let's see what the hero power is. Also, gorgeous signature. So Shaman's Imbue hero power is to transform a friendly minion into a random one that costs 1 more, and the 1 then increases every single time you imbue. So then becomes 2 more, 3 more, 4 more, blah blah blah. I love Evolve Shaman. I'm not gonna lie. I know some people don't like it because it's a little too random, but I like having fun with it. I like it a lot. This card is good in it, and I also think Evolve Shaman is gonna be pretty good. I think this is a 4-star card. Spirits of the Forest. A 5-mana nature spells. Choose 1. Summon 3 2/3 wolves with taunt, or summon 2 4/3 falcons with wind fury. These are both undead beasts, obviously. Man, I like the art here, man. Dude, the art in this set is really good. Yeah, this card isn't great, I think. Both options are okay. You know, like, I think this is gonna be like a good card to discover, but I don't think you run it in your deck. This is a 1-star card. Glowroot Lure. 6 mana taunt, 6/6, costs 1 less for each time you use your hero power. This game. Okay. I think this is also a 3.5-star card for the Imbue decks. I think if Totem Shaman ever comes back, I think this card could also maybe see play there too. But just okay. Emerald Bounty. Now talk about a bad card. 2 mana, 2 mana spell, draw 2 cards. You can't play it for 2 turns. Now, to be fair, I don't think it's as, like, I don't think it's, like, unplayable. It's still a 1-star card, but, I don't think it's, like, the worst thing they've ever printed. You know, I don't even think it's, like, the worst card in the set, honestly. That might go to one of the neutrals. I'd have to double check, though. Living Garden. Battlecry. Imbue your hero power. Reduce the cost of a minion in your hand by 1. 3 mana, 2/3 elemental. This card's crazy. Like, because here's the thing, too, actually. I'm kind of thinking about this, like, you know, like, right now. I would argue the 2 worst hero powers are Priest and Shaman, right? And I would say, I think Shaman might be worse in most scenarios. You know, obviously some, it changes. So, even just using this in a non-imbue deck, isn't that, like, pretty good? Right? Like, I feel like that's, like, pretty good. Also, awesome signature. I think this is a 5-star card. I can see this seeing play in decks other than imbue, other than just imbue stuff, honestly. Because the mana discount is insane. Typhoon. Each minion gets shuffled into a random player's deck. This actually reminds me a lot of a custom card I made once. Bump the table. It was for Priest. So this is like a Psychic Scream / repackage effect, but it's 3 mana more, and it's for Shaman. This is a 1-star card. Plucky Podling. I like this card a lot. If this would transform into a minion, it transforms into one that costs 2 more. This is also a 5. This is actually a 4-star card. This card is fantastic, though. I'm very excited to play with it. I think any Evolved deck is going to be running this. I'm sad the location's gone, but I get it. It is leaving core. This card, I think, got a lot of hype whenever it was first revealed. I don't really get it, though. Beanstalk Brute, 5 mana, 4/4 elemental. Battlecry, give +4/+4 to the top 3 minions in your deck. So 5 mana, 4/4 elemental isn't the worst. It's not very good, though. Giving +4/+4 to top 3 minions in your deck on paper sounds really, really strong, but what does Shaman even, like, want to give +4/+4 to, right? You know, like, because I'm thinking right now, you know, because obviously Evolved Shaman does not care about this. Taunt stuff, but I don't even think so. Yeah, I'm gonna give it 1 star. I just don't see it. Marithra. 6 mana, 4/4. Battlecry, resurrect all different friendly minions that cost 8 or more, sorry. This is not a great card, but I like it because I like having big dudes. If I'm being honest, I think even with the imbue stuff, I don't know if it's gonna be great. I think this is definitely one of the lower end ones in that deck, power level wise. I'm gonna give it 3 stars because it could see play in stuff like Big Shaman 2. I know with Nebula, if that becomes more prevalent, which I think it could. I'm gonna give it 2 stars though. I don't think it's the best thing we've seen, for sure. And finally, now here's a card I think that is good. Onara. 9 mana, 5/11 beast. At the end of your turn, play the top 3 cards from your deck. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love the signature. This is a card that you will be seeing in any Shaman deck. I think this is probably going to be the most expensive card in every Shaman deck for the next 2 years. I think this is a 5-star card, honestly. And that's it for Shaman. Overall, I love it. I think it all looks amazing. Yeah. Moving on. Rogue got some interesting stuff. Now, Rogue's losing a lot with this upcoming rotation, right? They're losing a lot of bounce effects. They're losing a lot of, oh my god, like thief stuff. We'll see what's going on with Rogue here. So, Nightmare Fuel. 1 mana. Discover a copy of a minion in your opponent's deck. Combo with a Dark Gift. I think this card is pretty good. I think I think with the dark gifting, I think it makes it really, really good. I don't think Rogue has a lot of dark gift synergies per se, so that part doesn't matter as much. But I think this is a fantastic card. I think this is a solid 3-star card. I think any Thief Rogue deck will be running this. Also because minions in your opponent deck are usually pretty good. Mimicry. 1 mana rogue spell. Your opponent draws 2 cards. You get copies of them. A lot of people hated this card. I like it. I still don't think it's great. I think this is a 2-star card. Because I'll be honest with you. In Hearthstone, a lot of people now, you know, they usually don't run out of cards, right? I feel like it could be pretty easy to mill your opponent with this. I don't know if you still get the copies if you do that, though. But I don't sleep on this one, I think, either. It's still 2 stars. I don't think it's going to be, like, incredible. But I think it could be okay. Tricky Satyr. 3 mana, 4/3 demon. Battlecry, get a copy of the lowest cost card in your opponent's hand. Solid, honestly, you know. I feel like there's a good chunk of the time this will be just giving you a coin. And a 3 mana 4/3 Battlecry, get a coin? That's not too bad. You know, I think this card's pretty good. 3 stars as well. Did I give the last one a star rating? Yeah, I did. Twisted Webweaver. I like the direction Rogue is going here with a different way of bouncing cards. 1 mana, 1/3 beast. Whenever you play another minion you've already played, draw a card. Not as good as the other, like, 1 mana draw card effects, for sure. I'm thinking of the Overkill one and Priest, you know. I feel like there's another one. Still pretty good, though. I think this is a... I love the bounce stuff. I don't know if it's going to be amazing. I'm going to give it 2 stars. In fact, I'm probably going to give the entire bounce package. There's 2 stars, except for 1 card, I would say. But this card is not terrible. Speaking of which, Web of Deception. Turn a friendly minion to your hand. Summon a 4/4 spider with stealth. So, in my opinion, this is way worse than Breakdance. But we are losing Breakdance. And Breakdance was kind of insane. I think this card replaces Breakdance in a lot of the decks that ran it. I think this is honestly a solid 4-star card. I think this card will see play in a lot of decks. It won't be as prevalent as Breakdance was, though. Harbinger of the Blighted. 2 mana, 2/3. Whenever this enters the battlefield whenever this enters your hand from the battlefield, summon 2 random 2-cost minions. Oh, weird. 2 stars as well, but man, I'm loving this bounce package. Barbed Thorn. 3 mana, 1/3 weapon. Choose 1. Gain poisonous this turn, or gain death rattle. Deal 2 damage to all enemies. I don't think this card is very good. This is a 1-star card. The art looks insane, though. Look at how cool it is. I can't wait to use it for custom cards. Honestly. But I don't think it's good. I think this is a 1-star card. Poisonous. I don't know. There are better poisonous cards. I feel like in Rogue there are better ways to remove minions in Rogue. The Death Rattle part I think is actually, like, decent, but I don't think good enough to run this card, like, at all. Shadow Cloaked Asiliate. 4 mana, 3/5 demon. Battlecry, if you're holding one of the same cards as your opponent, shuffle theirs into their deck. This card's kind of weird. I don't think it's great. 2-star card. I think even in Thief Rogue and stuff, I don't think you're gonna see it very often. But I'm excited to try it out. Two stars. Renfurl the Malignant. This is a 3 mana, 3/3 beast. Battlecry, trap 1 random card in your opponent's hand for a turn. Improved each time you've played this. I love this card. But we'll only see play in bounce decks. You know, because obviously almost every single, in fact, I would say every single Rogue deck runs Shadow Step. I don't think every single Rogue deck runs this card. I do think it's going to be better than the other bounce cards. I'm going to give it 2 stars still, though. But I love it, and I can't wait to make a deck with it. And finally, Shaman. Fill your hand with copies of cards from your opponent's deck. They cost 3 less. Oh, wait, did I forget that? Oh, this card doesn't have a signature? I'm shocked. This card's cool. I don't think it's great, though. I think this is another 2-star card. Because here's the thing, right? Expensive cards in Thief Rogue. You have, Oh my god, what's your name? The 7 mana 6/6 that copies all cards from your opponent's class. I think this card's worse than it. It's still good, still like really good refill, but I think Rogue has better ways to refill their hand. And that's Rogue. Rogue got, dude, I love this set so much. I can't get over how much I hated 2024 Hearthstone. Not as much as Stormwind meta, honestly. But still do not love it. This is such a good direction. Like, I have so much faith in this year of Hearthstone, especially based on the cards that they nerfed, the cards we are getting here. I think this card is not this card. I think the direction they are going in is perfect. Honestly, I can't wait to see more. But that was Rogue. Priest, another imbue class. Lunar Wing Messenger, 2 mana 3/1 beast, lifesteal. Valkyrie, imbue your hero power. Now what? Also, this reminds me of one of the Titan signatures, which was awesome. Or actually, a few of them, like Radan and Sif, I think. Anyway, let's look at this imbue. Blessing of the Moon. Choose a priest minion or priest spell to add to your hand. It costs 1 less, but is temporary. This reminds me of a way better Galakron hero power from Descent of Dragons. And Galakron Priest, I love Galakron Priest. I do like getting random stuff. I won't even lie. It's fun to get. In the whole Priest package here, I think makes getting random stuff fun, but also kind of fair. You know, because you can only get like one thing. You can't like stockpile it. And this is probably better than healing 2 health anyways. I think this card is great. I think we have a 4-star card on our hands. I think a slower control priest, I think, will be fantastic. Even with things like Kill Jaden to finish off your opponent just through fatigue. Weaver of the Cycle, 3 mana 3/3. If you're holding a spell that costs 5 or more, deal 3 damage. It's fine. I know I said before, priests might have a lot of expensive spells, but we'll see still, you know? This is definitely a 2-star card, but the effect is still fantastic. It's just I don't know if you're going to be running enough 5-cost spells to warrant it. We'll see, though. Wish of the New Moon. 3 mana arcane spell, which is pretty cool. Deal 6 damage to a minion. Already, by itself, 3 mana deal 6. Like, that's okay. Cast 3 spells to gain lifesteal. 3 spells in your hand, I believe. This card, I think, is insane. This card goes to play in every single priest deck, honestly, 5 stars. Although, actually, no, I think even in Pain Priest, actually, yeah. Twilight Influence. Really, really fun art. I actually haven't seen these two, though. That's super fun. 2 mana shadow spell. Choose one. Destroy a minion with 3 or less attack, or summon a random 2-cost minion. This card, I think, is pretty good. It's pretty versatile. I think this card could see play in Pain Priest, actually. You know, like, because sometimes you do need, like, a cheap removal. But sometimes you're like, you know, I'll just take, like, a random 2-cost guy. I think this card's okay. I think this is a 3-star card. Selenic Drake, 4 mana 3/6 elusive. At the end of your turn, get a random dragon. This reminds me a lot of what's it called? Well, I love this song. Of the dragon from Outland. That was also for Priest, or maybe it was for Descent of Dragons. I don't remember. Skeletal Drake, I think. I don't remember what it was called. The 7 mana taunt one. And that card was very good. I think this card is also very good. I think you run it in decks that don't even care about dragons. Honestly, I think this is another 4-star card. Kaldori Priestess, gorgeous signature. Battle card: give all enemy minions -2 attack until your next turn. Imbue your hero power. You're playing this card for the imbue, not for the enemy minion thing. But this is a very good card, 4-star card as well. Ritual of the New Moon. Summon 2 random 3-cost minions, 5 mana arcane. Cast 3 spells to summon a 6-cost minion instead. This card's fine. I don't know if it's great though. Thankfully, I think the drink spells from Perils in Paradise are gonna make this card and the other one that also has the 3 spell requirement, pretty easy to finish. Still though, I don't know if it's great. I feel like, wouldn't you rather just run like Gorgonzormu and just do that instead? I'm gonna give it 1 star. Moonwell. This is the card that I feel like some people have been talking about. 7 mana. I'm surprised it actually doesn't have a spell school. Deal 4 damage to all enemy characters. Restore 4 health to all friendly characters. This is decent. If I'm being honest, I feel like this would be insane in like Paladin. But it's not in Paladin, it's in Priest. Fantastic art. Oh my god. It's okay. It's just okay. 2 stars, I guess. Could be a nice way. Could be a nice like big clear. I'm trying to think. I don't know what, but Priest has repackage. Wouldn't you rather use that? I'll still give it 2 stars though. Tyrande, and it's just Tyrande. Here she is. Power card. The next 3 spells you play cast twice. That's pretty good. This is a 4-star card as well. Not a must run, but a will run in most decks. Diamond version looks pretty awesome, but I mean, I don't think it can even hold a candle. I wish the diamond cards got given to cards that didn't have like the coolest signatures in the game, because I'd rather have this any day, because this card looks incredible. Yeah, Tyrande. Now, Aviana, Elune's Chosen. 9 mana, 7/11. Battlecry. Start a 3-turn lunar cycle. When the full moon rises, your cards cost 1 this game. Awesome signature. I mean, like, insane signature. It looks a little AI generated, but I know it's not. Because it looks so good. And that's why I know it's not, because I don't like AI art. However, I don't think this card's very, very good. I think it's just a little too slow. I know people are going to be trying it, so that's why it is going to get 2 stars, but I think it's too slow. I feel like, you know, because here's the thing, right? Like, by 9 mana, who cares if you're spending like all of that mana? Like, of course, yes, mana cheating is always insane, and you always have to be very, very cautious about it. But this takes a long time to, you know, to go into effect. I'm gonna give it 1 star, but because I know a lot of people are going to be trying it, I'm gonna give it 2 stars. But in my heart, it's 1. And that was Priest. Priest's packages is fine. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And I like it. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna stop the recording for now. I will record the rest tomorrow. But yeah, let me know what you thought of this. We got through a good chunk of stuff, but it's been an hour of me yapping, and I'm tired, and it's late. So, yeah, we will end it off with that. Thank you so much for watching, if you did watch all the way through. Let me know what you thought. I want to be streaming Hearthstone a lot more, so I will expect streams and stuff for the new set, especially soon. So thank you so much for watching. Be awesome, not a possum. Although I do like possums. Alright, bye-bye.